Hi guys, thank you so much for being here. My name is Danish and I'm going to walk you through many subjects which are going to be where, null, and, or, in, between, like. So we are going to cover all these things. So first of all, I'm going to start with where class. So we have many tables in this bike stores tables, and I'm going to use just a couple of them. So first of all, I'm going to query production.products tables and select asterisk from production.products and execute that, and I have 6 columns and also 321 rows. So let's say you just want to make a query with where clause and you just want to retrieve the data whose product ID less than 7 and product ID 1 2 3 4 5 6. I just have only 6 rows because I just put a filter where product ID is less than 7. Or you can say where model year, let's say, is equal to 2018 model year, and execute that. So as you can see, I only have rows whose model year is equal to 2018, and you can put many filters and, let's say, conditions at the same time using both or and class. So you can definitely do that. So this is the way of using where clause, and you can do many complex queries, and I'm gonna show you later. So let's jump into null class. So select asterisk from sales.orders. This is gonna be my other tables. So right now, as you can see, I have sales.orders table. I just retrieve table. So let's say you just want to order it by ship date in ascending order by ship date. Sorry, I put one more R. Order by ship date. So execute that. So I have null values. So, and also the other one. So once you order it by any columns, if there is null function, and at the first there is gonna be null values, because Microsoft SQL Server works this way. So let's say you just want to retrieve data whose ship date is null. So once you put here where clause, it won't work. So you need to type the where clause after the table name. So order by ship date. Let's just put it this way and load it this way, where ship date is null. Let's say if you type is equal to null, you will retrieve nothing. So as you can see, there is column but nothing. So there is only columns and you have nothing. So once you put it this way, ship date is null, and execute that. So you will have rows if the ship date is equal to null. So see, you only have null values, and you can use null values this way, because null is not equal to null. If you type ship date is equal to null, you will have nothing. So that's the way of using null value or class. So let's jump into n value. Let's say you just want to select from, this is another table, sales asterisk from sales customers, and you have a customer table. You have information about them: first name, last name, phone number, and street, city, state. And let's say you just want to retrieve customer who I mean which customer lives in California state. So if you type where state is equal to California, why I put double quotes? Because city is a varchar type, and if you type varchar type, varchar data type, you need to put double quotes. And where state California, and you don't have to make it capital or lower. It's okay. Microsoft SQL specify the lower or capital case at the same time, and just execute that California, or you can make it capital letter. It's okay, no problem, and it's gonna receive the same data at the same time. and select asterisk from sales.customers where state is equal to CA, and you fetch data. So, but also you just want to put another condition, and where city, let's say, is equal to Duarte, and Duarte. So I'm going to fetch this. So I have 9 rows right now, where state is equal to CA and city Duarte. So state is CA and city Duarte. And also you can put another condition, another field, whose customer ID is equal to 530, and execute that. And after that I have just one row. So this is the way of fetching the data. And I had 3 conditions: state is equal to CA, city is equal to Duarte, and customer ID is equal to 530. So why I didn't put double quotes? Because this is an integer, and if you put an integer number, never put the value between double quotes, because you will see an error. So if you type anything like that, so see, you will see an error, because this is not the type of integer, not the data type of integer. So this is an varchar, and you need to put double quotes and Duarte. So execute that, and as you can see, you have just one row, because this following statement represents just one row. And get rid of that, and you will have 9 rows. So this is the really great, powerful class, and you can make many complex queries, and we're gonna do it later on. And let's say jump into OR class, and let's make it OR. Make it OR, and you'll see what's going on. So OR means that either the condition can be available for this condition or for this. They don't have to be the both. Those two conditions shouldn't be available for the following statement, and either state can be California or city. And let's make it this way. I'm going to say or customer ID less than 150, and execute that. So as you can see, I have many states, not only California, because I just type or customer ID is less than 150. So this is the way of using OR class. So on the other hand, let's jump into in class. So I'm going to make 2 different following statements, which are gonna be first one, select from production dot products from production dot products, and after that where category ID is equal to 3 or category ID 4 or category ID equal to 5. So just execute that. So let's leave it this way, and I'm going to type another statement: select asterisk from production dot products where category ID in 3, 4, and 5, and execute those, and see, you have the same data, you have the same row in the same order, and you have list price mileage, everything is matching. And because those 2 statements are the same, and they are retrieving the same row and same database and same data table. So why? Because you just said category ID can be either 3 or 4 or 5. And also in this statement, select asterisk from production of products where category ID in 3, 4, 5. So it's gonna fetch the data whose category ID 3 or 4 or 5, and you won't see any category ID number except 3 or 4 or 5. So that's a way of using in function. So I'm going to use another statement. This is a little bit complex, but that's okay, no problem. Let's select from production dot products And after that, where category ID, let's say, first of all, I'm going to show you another table so you don't have to be confused with that. Select asterisk from production dot categories, and I'm going to get it down, and I'm going to run just this statement, and see I have category ID and product name. So this is my parent table actually. You see, I mentioned the foreign key before. Product ID is my actually primary key. It is an integer. So on the other hand, in this table, I have also a product ID as well, also a category ID. I'm going to execute these tables at the same time. So category ID and category ID. So first of all, let's get it straight. They don't have to be the same name. Okay, if you want to make an association with these two tables, they don't have to be the same name, but they need to be in the same data type. It is really important. If it is varchar and it is integer, you couldn't associate these two tables with each others. They should be same data type. Okay, so my category ID is integer, and in this table, in child table, my category ID is also integer. So that's okay. We can associate these two columns with each other. So where category ID. So where category ID in. So this is gonna be my category ID, and select from production in, and I'm going to put parentheses, and in the parentheses you can type another statement. That's okay. So I put category ID here, and where category ID in 3, 4, 5. And in this table, I'm going to associate this column in production.products table with the other product ID, whose data type is integer, like this, same as this category table. And I'm going to associate these two different columns in the different tables with each other. How? So category ID in select. If you type category name, let's type category name from, so category name from production dot categories where product ID is equal to 3. Let's say category ID. Sorry. So just run this. You will see conversion failed when converting the varchar value courier bicycles to data type. See, because data types aren't matching. So I'm going to get rid of all these things, and I'm going to refresh my statement. Select category ID from production dot products. So category ID, it's no problem. It's no problem. Or you can put AA, it's okay, no problem, but they should be the same data type. Just keep it in mind. Category ID. So I'm going to type where category name. So category name is equal to. So first of all, I'm going to put couriers bicycles bicycles, and where production, but there is no category name, so I have to change this. Sorry, production.categories. Okay, so couriers bicycles. Yeah, just run this and see. I have rows whose category name in production.categories table is equal to couriers bicycles. So I'm going to execute this again, and I'm going to copy this, and and you can get the statement down, and you can go ahead and put this and again. So that's okay. So just get rid of this. So I'm going to put 3, 4, and 5 at the same time. So which one I just typed the category name for 3, and I'm going to also type for 4 and 5. So I'm going to get rid of this, and category name will be cyclocross bicycles. Yeah, cyclocross bicycles. And also finally is gonna be 5, electric. Alright guys, that's, yeah. So I'm going to run this. So as you can see, we have 3 different category name: cruisers bicycles, or category names cyclocross bicycles, or category name electric bicycles. So that's the way of using in function and also or function at the same time. So again, let's I'm going to explain this again. Select asterisk from production.products. I just fetch the rows, retrieve the rows from production.products table. Where category ID in select category from production.categories, where category name is equal to this one, or this one. So again, I'm going to emphasize the statement again. Those column shouldn't be the same name, but they should be the same data type. Okay, so finally I'm going to talk about like class. So what is like class? So like actually help you retrieve data whose product name or customer name starts with any letter or word. So let's make a couple of examples about that. So let's dive into sales.customers table and select from sales.customers. So this is my table. I'm going to work on this table using like class. So let's say I'm going to retrieve data where first name has the 3 letters in the same line, DAC, and I'm going to order it by length of the first name in descending order. So select asterisk from sales.customers, and then where first name like, and put double quotes and put 2 percentages and DCA. So just run this and you have nothing. Why? Because there is no any first name that has DCA letters in the same line, but DAC, and I'm going to make it DAC as I remember and execute that. And as you can see, I have 4 rows, and DAC I have here DAC, and also here DAC, and let's get rid of this. And what does it mean? And just run this, and as you can see, I have only just 1 row. Why? Because this means that once you start with the letters, and that means you just want to retrieve data from sales.customers table whose first name starts with the DAC. So my first name DAC starts these 3 letters. So this is the way of using like. And if you put percentage at the first line, and you just want to say, I just want to retrieve data from sales.customers whose first name ends up with C letter, and just I'm going to retrieve that, execute that. So as you can see, I only have 2 rows. Why? Because the first name ends up with the C letter in these 2 rows, Alice and Eric. So that's the way of using like function. But I'm going to show you another things. If you put an underscore here, and let's say put a, so that means that we have just 2 name GA, and I'm going to start with this and just put a percentage. If you put percentage here, that means that it's gonna the second line, the second letter will be A, because underscore represents just one signal character. So Kasha, Tameka, Dari, Latasha. So as you can see, the second letter is A, all of them. If you change this key and see what's going on, and the second letter will be key, Sky. So the only just one row whose first name has the key second letter, so which is 618 customer ID. So let's say you just want to put it this way, and square brackets, and then CD and percentage. I'm going to get rid of this to execute that. So as you can see, you have C and D. So what does it mean? So it means that you retrieve the data whose first name starts with the first letter of C or D. So I only have rows whose first letter is D or C. That means that if you change this A and just A and execute that, so as you can see, you only have rows whose first name starts with the A letter. So, or you can say BC and execute that, and ABC. See, there is only just ABC. So this is the way of, or I told you I'm gonna order it by length and just do it. First name, and in descending order. So I have first names, and I just order it by length of the first name in descending order. I have the highest lengths of the first name at the top, and the lowest one at the bottom. So AI. So that's the way of making a query using like, and you can use you need to put this percentage sign, and let's make it AB, and we'll see what's going on. So there is nothing. Let's put it A, and what you have, nothing, because you just want to say that first name is equal to A, but there is no. Let's make it G, and see, you only have one thing, because you just want to see where the first name is equal to G. But if you put AB, a percentage here, as I said, so it's gonna start with AB, and whose first name will start with the AB. So that means this. If you put percentage here, I'm gonna repeat this and execute this, or let's say BD, I don't know, B. So Caleb means that I only have one row because the first name ends up with the B letter. So only this. So thank you so much for watching my video. So this is the end of the tutorial, and I did my best to explain everything related to where, null, and, or, in, between, and final like. So I hope we can keep going up, and I am going to do my best to publish as much video as I can. So thank you so much for watching my video. Take good care of yourself. Have a nice day.